Today I'm going to show you how to join two different pieces of knitted fabric. In this case, I'm just making a hem for a sweater, and this hem has a ruffled edge kind of peeking out behind the ribbed section of the hem. So from here, I'm going to continue knitting the rest of the body of the sweater. And to do that, we're going to be using the 3-needle join. So I'm going to show you how to do the 3-needle join today. Let's quickly go over the 3 items I have in my hands right now. I've got 2 different hems. I've got a ruffle edge, and I have a 1x1 ribbed edge here. And what I want to do is use a 3-needle join to join these 2 edges together. This is the hem of a sweater that I'm doing, and what I want to do is join these 2 edges together so that I can then continue knitting the body of the sweater. And so it'll be a ruffled edge peeking out under the ribbed hem of this sweater. And so I've got each of those on its own needle because I was knitting each of them separately. And then I have the needle that I need to knit the rest of the body of this sweater that I'm making. So the first thing I'm going to do is line up the 2 edgings. And of course I do have the same number of stitches on the ruffle and the same number of as I do on the ribbing. So when I do this 3-needle join, every stitch will have its pair. And I'm going to line up the knitting towards the end of the needles. All right? Just the one edge in front of the other that I want to be on top. And I'm going to use the needle that I need for the rest of my sweater project. I'm going to insert this needle into the first stitch of the needle of the left-hand needle that's in the front, and the first stitch of the left-hand on the left-hand needle in the back. So through the first stitch on the front needle, through the first stitch on the back needle. I'm going to be using the working yarn that's for the rest of my project, and we're going to knit those 2 stitches together, and we're going to drop them off the left hand needle just like that. We'll do that again through the first stitch of the front needle, the first stitch of the back needle, knit those 2 together. I split the yarn there. Let's try that again. And knit those 2 together. And slip them off the left needles. And we're just going to continue doing that all the way down. And you want to make sure you're going through the actual stitch, because sometimes what can happen is you'll insert the needle through between the stitches, and if you do that, your stitch will drop and it could start unraveling. So just make sure you're picking up that leg, going through the stitch in the front and through the stitch in the back. Knit those 2 together. And that joins these 2 edges together. And I'm just going to continue knitting the body of the sweater. after I'm done with this 3-needle join, because that will essentially finish off the hem of the garment.